Well, we need to talk about Britney Spears' Instagram. I have done my very best to avoid the obvious elephant in the room. I really have. I've honestly gone out of my way to ignore what Britney Spears posts on her Instagram because, first of all, I don't know if it's really her posting. There's like 8 people that got access to the account at any given time. I don't know what she's talking about half the time. I mean, I really don't. But at the same time, I believe that Britney Spears should have the ability, and she obviously has the freedom to post whatever she wants on her own Instagram. There's also, again, the nagging feeling that I don't know when it is her posting. So I really don't put that much thought into it. Really, I don't. I mean, I have in the past, and a lot of y'all ask me about it all the time. A lot of y'all ask me about the court case all the time. And the truth is, pretty much nothing happens in the court case. They're just spending a lot of money and wasting a lot of time. That's really what's going on over there. That's it. There's nothing new happening. That being said, there was a court date yesterday. I do plan on kind of like going over it and catching y'all up on the court case, but TLDR, there's really nothing else going on. So last night I was on Instagram, not minding my own business as usual, and I saw this post by Brittany, and it had only been posted 4 minutes prior. Again, she had a court date yesterday and she posted to Instagram yesterday. When I watched the video, I felt like I should record it. I felt like I should go download it, but I didn't. And then within moments, I started posting about it online like, this is getting kind of weird. It's getting harder to ignore what's really going on. And people were like, "Where's the post? Where's the post?" Basically, she had deleted it. I knew I should have downloaded it. I didn't. And then I started asking people, okay, like send me the video. Who downloaded it? Thank God. Charlie, Brittany Army General on Instagram, she did download it. But someone else sent me a video as well, purporting to be this deleted video. And as it turns out, it's a different video, but they're almost indistinguishable for each other. So TLDR, Brittany's Instagram account, which I don't know if it was Brittany, but her Instagram account posted 2 separate videos, at least that I know about, that were deleted last night. So they're posted last night and deleted last night. And I don't exactly know what time each one was posted, which one was first, which one wasn't. So here's the first one. Okay. I think it might have been even more than 2. I think she might have been cutting this same video up in a few different ways. So, yeah, I mean, there's some music playing in the background, and then it's gonna sing something about flying away. It almost sounds like Thumbelina or something, but y'all were saying it was Moulin Rouge. So this is the part I definitely remember seeing. She's kinda, like, putting her nails in her face, and, like, she does this thing like this. I don't know why she's doing it, okay? But there really is only a few explanations. One explanation, she's just having fun and this is what brings her joy, I guess. That's possible. I'm open to that. It's possible something's wrong with her and this is, some disordered behavior. It is also possible, and I hate to say it, I know y'all are going to get all worked up, but it's possible that she is trying to show something that she's not allowed to say or she doesn't feel entitled to say it. Okay. What could that possibly be? Girl, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But I do want to discuss the caption that she did put up with one of them from last night, which we will do after we finish watching this. So let's see what else she's doing on here. You see what I mean? Like, why is she like, and she's got the camera this close and she's like, Why is she doing that? I mean, I'm not gonna be gaslit by y'all anymore. I'm just so sorry. I'm not. I'm not gonna be gaslit by shit that don't make sense anymore. It don't actually make sense to me that this is just for fun behaviors. It just doesn't. It doesn't make sense to me. And the longer this goes on without Brittany actually making a single statement, not one statement has she actually made with her mouth, with her voice to anybody on the internet. She has not come out, she's not come out and said a damn word, even though whenever she was speaking to Judge Brenda Penny, corrupt Judge Brenda Penny, she said she wanted to do a sit down interview and a tell all interview, and she wanted to tell every single part of her story, everything. I do not believe that she got it all out in that book. And I'm not going to be gaslit by people who don't know how to use common sense. I'm just not. I'm not. I've done that for 3 or 4 years now. How long it's been? It's almost been 4 years that I've been in the Free Britney movement, that I've, been around. And I'm not letting y'all gaslight me anymore. I'm just so sorry. Call me crazy. You already do it anyway. So this is not something that you just do for fun. Okay. This is not. I believe, in my opinion, there's something wrong. In my opinion, there's something amiss. Now, I could speculate on what those amiss things are, but it would just be speculation. But in my opinion, this is abnormal behavior, but it's intentional. She's not accidentally doing this stuff. Okay. So I do want to discuss the caption. And the caption was half the reason why I was so perturbed. So the caption says, "This scene in the movie where the girl has asthma and she can't breathe. I had asthma with an inhaler and actual breathing machine up. I used it 4 times during every show. Why did they stop giving me my inhaler 3 years before it was over?" Things that make you go, Hi, mom and dad. Love y'all. And she with the Moulin Rouge movie. Now, I did get a little bit of context. Free Britney Phoenix commented and she said, "She isn't free. She's just under new management." This from a comment someone left. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure I must have watched Moulin Rouge at some point in my life, but I just don't remember anything about it other than it was like burlesque dancers or something. And then they had that song. But Free Britney Phoenix said, "The character is a S worker where rich men pay to be with, quote, the star. And her name is Satine, played by Nicole Kidman. She doesn't have asthma. She has tuberculosis, and she does die from it in the movie." So taking that together with the actual caption that was on Britney's post, she had asthma with an inhaler and an actual breathing machine up. She used it 4 times during every show. And then she says, "Why did they stop giving me my inhaler 3 years before it was over?" I'm assuming it was over means the conservatorship. And the conservatorship was over in 2021. So 3 years before it was over would have been 2018. That was whenever Britney's third residency was supposed to start in Vegas, and she refused. She refused. Remember, she said she was on tour. She was forced to go on tour. And then she was like, after that, I wanted to spend time with my babies. I needed a break. Then they were putting her out on another residency and she refused to work. Again, as I stated at the beginning of this video, I have no way to know who the hell posted this post because many people have the login. At any given time, many people can log into this account. But if I am working and operating under the assumption that Britney did post this and did say these words at any time, then this is a pretty alarming revelation. She has asthma and they stopped giving her inhaler. Now, somebody I did see saying she had asthma and she was like, "There's absolutely no way. If Britney has asthma and she doesn't have her inhaler, she would not be alive." So I don't know if this is some type of code for something, if this is a lie, but people were calling this out a little bit too. The scene in the movie where the girl has asthma and she can't breathe. Apparently the girl don't have asthma. She has tuberculosis. So it could appear, that the inhaler is being used for asthma, but it's tuberculosis. But then some other people had some other things to say. So last week's BJ Investigates on my other channel was about Britney Spears and about the 2007 VMAs where she kind of got sabotaged. The Give Me More performance where it was like they used the wide angle camera and all that. In the video, I also talked about how it might have been even farther reaching of a sabotage that maybe perhaps P. Diddy was involved in because Britney was partying with him. I talked about some other characters that Britney was hanging out with around that time. And in the video, I did mention that Brittany was in one picture holding an inhaler. September 6th, 2007. Brittany is spotted again with her cousin Allie. Again, their little matching purses. And she has some type of inhaler. And it does appear to be for medical purposes. It does seem like it, has her name on it and stuff. I don't know. Y'all tell me. It looks like an inhaler to me. And her iconic, notable fashion statement of a Starbucks cup. And then she had this one piece of paper. Who knows what the paper was? I don't know. But reportedly, Allie and Brittany, that came as a little bit of a surprise to me to see her holding an inhaler. It just didn't register in my mind as a memory of anything I'd ever seen her with before. So in this video, I did say she's holding an inhaler. I don't know what that's about. Maybe she had a medical reason for it or whatever. So last night after Brittany did post about this inhaler with the thing and, all that, someone did comment on my video on BJ Investigates and they said, today is April 10th, 2024. Reference, video about Diddy sabotaging Brittany. At 1650, you speak of the inhaler. Today, she makes a post about the inhaler. In the same time frame, it shows her carrying the white bag as you can see the bruises on her forearm. Or am I reaching? And then someone says, maybe, maybe not, but good observation. Would it be wild to think she was trying to get BJ's attention? Then someone else said something similar to this. Grateful Mama said, BJ, you mentioned the inhaler in your Diddy vids. Now she's posting about it. Could she know about you? And then that led me to kind of start to wonder, since I'm not going to be gaslit anymore, I do want to go down the rabbit hole of, is it possible that Brittany knows about my videos? Is it possible that she's seen my videos? And certainly, it's absolutely possible. And I actually think that it's more likely than not that she's at least sometime, some way, somehow over the last 4 years heard about me. The reason I think that is because I've done a similar movement when it came to Bam, and it did not take but about 1 year for him to hear about me. And then he did eventually reach out to me, and now we are personal acquaintances and friends. So I started kind of just for fun, because, this is a conspiracy theory I'm actually interested in. And I did see one other little piece of information that would indicate to me that maybe she is trying to answer the question. Maybe she is trying to draw it to everyone's attention. Hey, look, yeah, I had an inhaler. Yes, I did. And they stopped giving it to me and I really needed it to live. But there was a video that I posted the other day. So about a week ago, I did this live stream about the Kanye West court document where one of his former employees is suing him for like employment discrimination and stuff. But at the very beginning of the video, I did talk about my nails. So I do want to just play that part real quick for y'all. Now, when I got this one had a nail appointment. I got new nails and one of them is a unicorn nail. Anyway, so once I got back from my nail appointment today, then I looked again at the website for the court and they done uploaded the lawsuit. So the lawsuit is here. So I'll put a picture in here right now of what my actual nails look like, but I did draw attention to the nails. I drew attention to them and it was the first time that I got this, like, what's it called? Hollow powder or whatever, like the hologram, like it's the holograph powder or whatever. It's like kind of trendy right now or whatever, but I didn't know if I wanted to get it on all of my nails. I only wanted to try it on one. So I just got the little accent nail. And then I got also the little, like the little crystals or whatever. Well, girl, tell me why Britney Spears got the exact same nails. I mean, look, I'll do a little side by side right here, but it's like very obvious to me that she is pointing out her nails and she is missing one. Now some people were saying the reason she's pointing out the nails is to show that this is an old video. The nails have often been a giveaway in Britney's video because if they're very, very specific, you can pinpoint them to a time. Like when she got engaged, she had the red French tips or whatever. And sometimes she has French tips. Sometimes she has no nails. Sometimes she's missing a nail. And so it can help to kind of triangulate. Is this an old video? Especially whenever she's wearing the same exact clothes or has the same exact bruises or whatever. But this isn't the first time that something like this has happened. And it's also just the case that I think me and Britney Spears are just a lot alike. I mean, we like the same stuff. Whenever she did get engaged to that Sam Asghari fellow, I mean, we have very, very similar, I mean, almost exactly the same engagement ring. And, we both are from Louisiana and all that. But then I started examining the video more, and I think the most alarming aspect of the whole thing is this bruise right here. And I have looked at it any and every type of different way, and I would love it truly if somebody in the live chat or in the comments could please explain to me some type of alternative theory for the fact that this looks exactly like 3 fingerprints that have grabbed her Somebody did offer a possible alternative explanation, which is that she was dancing or perhaps doing some type of acro yoga, and that's where the bruises came from, like with a dance partner. But even in that scenario, it's somebody's handprint, which is very different, than something else. But at this point, it's getting a little bit hard to ignore. It's been like 3 years since she's been freed. A whole book has come out, but she's never made a statement. Her whole thing, whenever she talked in court, was that she wanted to do a tell all interview. Why she hasn't done that yet, I don't know. She does not need to wait for Oprah. She does not need to wait for Ellen. She does not need to wait for a damn person. She has like 30 million followers or whatever on Instagram. It doesn't make sense to me that she hasn't spoken out. She hasn't said, "Hey, I'm going to get my nails done today. Hey guys, I'm walking my dog." It's like it's always these cryptic, weird, kind of like ominous, unsettling posts. And a lot of times she don't have no clothes on. A lot of times she's kind of exposing herself. And I'm wondering why. Yes, everybody is entitled and allowed to do whatever they want on their Instagram as long as it's not illegal. Of course, she can take back control of her own body and sexuality and all that. But I'm not going to be gaslit for one more second. That's not what this is. Brittany's allowed to take back control of her own sexuality. Yes, she is. But y'all are not going to gaslight me for one more second by trying to tell me that that's the only thing going on here. You're just not. You're just not. I played pretend and patty cake with y'all for 4 years, and I'm just not doing it no more. This is alarming, concerning. And she's also like, there's all these inconsistencies. She always talks about not drinking. She always talks about the fact she doesn't even drink. She don't like to drink. But all the time, there's these Instagram posts, these ominous videos, which then get deleted almost instantly, where there are glasses of wine, alcohol bottles, alcohol all around her. What in the hell is really going on? And that's all I really had for this video. But there is another piece of this that I am very concerned about, and it has to do with Michael Caine. That's Michael Jackson's former manager, who was his manager at the time he died, and then like apparently ended up being a really important part in his estate after Michael Jackson's death was ruled literally a homicide. Now, I'm not making any allegations. I'm just saying, why is that man now Britney Spears' manager? And what's really going on with him? And I've been saying this for 4 years. I've been saying this for 33 years. I'll keep saying it. I am totally fine with being wrong, especially when I don't have any like solid facts of stuff. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but in my heart of hearts, in my soul of souls, I don't think that everything is okay with Britney Spears. I really don't. Primarily because she said in court to Judge Brenda Penny that she wanted to talk. She wanted to tell her story in a tell-all. She still hasn't done that 4 years later, maybe more than that. She still hasn't done that. She could do that on her own platform. She don't have to wait for nobody. She could do that on any YouTuber's platform. They would be happy to do so. So something is off about it. And then you get all these videos, and then there's people coughing in the back. There's like a crying dog, a whining dog, and then she's just touching herself, and something's wrong, and something's wrong. That's what it feels like to me. Again, if there's alternative explanations, then I would love to hear them. But the alternative explanation that she's just reclaiming her own body and her own sexuality on her own terms, that's not going to cut it for me. I'm not buying that. And that's also not evidence. That's not evidence. So show me some evidence, and I'll be more than willing to reconsider. But it's too much. It's too much going on at this point for me to just keep ignoring it. And then these videos get posted and then they get deleted immediately. And it all happens on the same day as court. So what are they trying to distract from, girl? I do not know. But it's just not adding up. And if you've watched this video and you watch Brittany's videos and you think that it is, some type of conspiracy theory and I'm crazy, then you're entitled to think that. You can unsubscribe and you can leave me alone, because I'm going to be talking about what I want to talk about over here. And we have a brand new BJ Investigates coming out today. So that's all I really had for today. In the meantime, facts ain't defamation. Love you, mean it. Okay, bye.
I think the bottom line, like probably the breaking point for all of this, was when their dad just sort of cut them off.
He'll cut you off out of nowhere. He'll cut off your healthcare. He'll cut off your phone bill out of nowhere. Like you'll be a minor.
just because you disagree or you say, don't call my mom. He was contributing a little bit of cash to their like monthly, college.
Why should I raise her budget? Her budget
Dad,
is fine.
One day he just kind of cut the kids off.
I think we'll be okay with the budget you have.
There was no more money coming in, no more like allowance, quote unquote allowance. I think
Because you are going to be a great servant. All those other rich people that you hang out with, they're all so rich and they're so spoiled and they have so much.
You cut me off out of nowhere, and he did it like on purpose.
She doesn't have to lay under this lob. I mean, come on, Aoki.
Hypothetically, you're at rock bottom. You've hit the bottom. I don't know. You're grasping at straws. I don't know.
Because this is just not the father that I know.
Watch
If
it.
you don't raise my budget, I'm gonna get a sugar daddy. I don't have a boyfriend.
Let me tell you something right now because I know you're watching. I will be saying everything you tried to do to me.